For modern humans, rain is just a part of life. A sound on the window. A reason to stay inside. A temporary inconvenience. But 60,000 years ago, the sound of rain meant something far more dangerous. It meant cold. It meant darkness. It meant survival was about to become a battle. Imagine standing in a world without modern shelter. No warm house. No waterproof clothing. No easy way to escape the storm. The sky stays gray for days. The ground beneath your feet turns into freezing mud. Your hands shake as the cold slowly steals the warmth from your body. And somewhere nearby, a small fire struggles against the endless rain. Because for early humans, fire was not just comfort. Fire was life. The greatest enemy was not the rain itself. It was what the rain did to the human body. Water pulled heat away from the skin much faster than dry air. A wet body in a cold environment could become weak, slow, and eventually silent. But our ancestors had something more powerful than strength. They had curiosity. They watched the world around them. They noticed which leaves repelled water, which tree bark stayed dry, which places in the landscape offered protection from the storm. Slowly, they began creating the first barriers between themselves and nature. Not because they were powerful, but because they had no other choice. And that choice changed everything. In a world of endless storms, a single flame could decide who lived and who disappeared. Ancient humans had to protect fire like a treasure. They searched for dry wood hidden beneath trees. They collected materials that could catch sparks even in damp conditions. They learned that a fire was not something you simply made. It was something you cared for. A dying flame meant cold. A lost flame meant danger. So they surrounded it with stones. They placed it beneath natural shelters. They protected it from wind and water. For the first time, humans were not just surviving in nature. They were changing their relationship with it. But rain created another challenge. Where could you live when the sky refused to stop? Many people imagine ancient humans hiding inside caves. But caves were rare. Most of the time, they had to create their own protection. They studied the land. They learned where the wind was weaker, where the ground stayed higher, where water would flow away instead of through their camp. With branches, grass, and animal materials, they built temporary shelters that could turn a dangerous storm into something they could endure. The secret was not finding the perfect place. It was learning how to adapt to any place. But the greatest invention was something they could carry anywhere: their own protection. Animal hides. A simple piece of skin, transformed into a shield against the cold. With careful preparation, smoke, and natural oils, humans learned to preserve and soften hides. They created something nature never gave them: a second skin. For thousands of years, animals survived because their bodies adapted. But humans discovered another path. If the world was too harsh, they could build something to survive it. That idea would change the future forever. Because every shelter we build today, every coat that keeps us warm, every material designed to protect us from the weather, carries the memory of those ancient struggles. We did not survive because we were the strongest creatures on earth. We survived because we learned. We observed. We worked together. The rain did not destroy humanity. It shaped it. Every storm forced our ancestors to think faster, to plan better, to protect each other. And somewhere in the darkness of a prehistoric world, a small group of humans sat beside a fragile fire, listening to the rain falling outside. They did not know they were changing the future. They did not know their choices would echo for thousands of years. They only knew one thing: the fire had to keep burning. Because before humans built cities, they built shelter. Before they conquered the world, they conquered the storm.